LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. And this is a message for you, Tyron Woodley. This is a message for you. That's right. You see, Tyron Woodley, I'm going to tell you something right now, man. You got so many people that can't stand you. You got so many people that hate your guts because you decided to speak your mind. You got so many people that dislike you. Not because of what you did in the octagon. No, Tyron, they don't like you because you spoke your mind. But Tyron, I want you to shift your attention, man. I want you to shift your attention from the media. And you put all your focus on this fight. Because see, what's going to have to happen, Tyron, for you to win this fight and for you to get the respect that you need, Tyron. See, you can't leave this fight in the judge's hands. You can't do it. You got to go in there and you got to take Wonder Boy out. You got to take him out. And let me tell you something. Every single time you get in that weight room, you better have a picture of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson right in your face. Every time you go to sparring, you better think in the back of your mind, this is Wonderboy Thompson. Every time you wake up in the morning, you better think about Wonderboy Thompson. Every time, everywhere you go, you better think about Wonderboy Thompson, because I'm going to tell you something right now, Tyron. I'm going to tell you something, man. Many people want you to lose this fight for reasons. We both got reasons. Many people want you to lose this fight. Lots of people are not on the Tyron Woodley bandwagon. Let me tell you something. The coach been on the Tyron Woodley bandwagon from day one. From day one. Because Tyron Woodley, it's acceptable to lose sometimes. But see, what you did when you lost, you bounced back. And that's going to be the title of this video, Tyron Woodley. You bounced back. You took a first loss, you bounced back. You took your second loss, you bounced back. You took your third loss, you bounced back. You bounced back. You bounced back. Because see, Tyron Woodley, you're not a weak-minded person like some of these media outlets want to put you on and say. Tyron, you're not. Because see, for somebody to bounce back like you have, you can't be weak-minded. You can't be. You got to be strong in the mind to step into that octagon and win the way you've won. There's nothing weak about you, not your physical, not your mental. There's nothing weak about you, Tyron. You got athletic skill sets given to you by Almighty God. And God put them skill sets in your body to go in there and dominate, to go and have victory. You see, Tyron, the fact of the matter is, man, you got to believe that you're not hype. And you got to believe that you're not what everybody says you are. And the only way to do that, Tyron, the only way, you got to take Wonder Boy out. You got to take him out. We can't guess. Because see, what the Tyron Woodley hater wants to do, he wants to say that Tyron Woodley really shouldn't have won the fight. Even if you win 4 rounds out of all the rounds, you can win all 5 rounds, Tyron. They're still going to say that Wonder Boy won this fight. All your detractors, they're going to say that Wonder Boy won this fight. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to support you every chance I get, Tyron. I'm going to support you every single chance that I get, because you're what mixed martial arts needs, okay? Just as Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is what the sport needs. The sport also needs Tyron Woodley, because you're more than a conqueror. You're blessed coming out. You're blessed coming in. No evil can befall against you. No plague can fall against you. Every time and everywhere you walk, you're blessed, because Tyron Woodley, you're more than a conqueror. You're a champion. You're a true champion. And see, whether these people like it or don't like it, Tyron, they got to look at you. They got to look at you, and they got to see that gold wrapped around your waist. They got to see it. And if they can't see it, they can't deny it, because they know that you are the champion. They know that that's what you are. You see, Tyron, let it roll off your back for right now. You got to go in there, man, and you got to prove every single one of these people wrong. All these media outlets, all these YouTube channels talking about they hope that you lose. You see, when you more than a conqueror, Tyron, you can't lose. Because see, let me tell you something. When you're more than a conqueror, When you're more than a conqueror. You're more than a conqueror. You're more than a conqueror. Your name is golden. You're more than a conqueror. You might not feel like getting up that morning. You got to say, I'm more than a conqueror. You might not feel like going to sparring that day. I'm more than a conqueror. You might not feel like getting your mileage in. I'm more than a conqueror. You might not feel like listening to the trainer that day because this man done worked you for 5 hours and you still tired and you can't feel like you can't go no more. I'm more than a conqueror. I'm blessed coming out. I'm blessed coming in. Everything that I touch turns to gold. I'm Tyron Woodley and I am the 170-pound champion. I am the best in the world. See, Tyron, you got to approach every single day like that. You got to approach every single day like that. Because whether you like it or don't like it, Tyron, you sit down and you listen to it. You listen to it. You're not a weak-minded individual. You can't be. It's impossible. That's the dumbest thing that I ever heard. You can never be weak-minded. Because if you were weak-minded, Tyron, if you were weak-minded, then how can a weak-minded person be champion and defend being champion? How can a weak-minded person take a loss and bounce back? How can a weak-minded person take a second loss and bounce back? How can a weak-minded person take a third loss and bounce back and become the champion of the world? How? You see, Tyron, those words, they hold no validity. They hold no validity. Tyron, you train. You get your mind in the best shape possible. You get your body in the best shape possible. And you denounce every last one of these people. Because now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, Tyron. After you win again. When you win again, you know what's going to happen? Now all these people, they're going to want to interview. They're going to want to get your story. See, Tyron, now, you got to pull a card and say, listen, I don't want to interview with y'all. I don't want to interview with y'all because you were some of the same people who said that I couldn't get the job done. You're some of the same people who picked Wonder Boy to beat me. No, see, Tyron, nah, man. You gotta be like, nah. Because see, Tyron, we know, I understand. You and Amanda Nunes, you guys are making your own opportunities. You guys gotta come out on social media. You guys gotta do what you got to do. And I tell you what, you keep doing what you got to do. You keep working, you keep fighting, and every single time, man, you think about the judges taking that fight from you the first time. You think about it. And then, when your hand is raised in victory, you look up and you say, my name is Tyron Woodley, and I am more than a conqueror. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.